And welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Lilly must have made the right impression on her as Hanako recovers enough to prop herself up on the bed and shift to sitting on its side. Hanako worries about many things, but troubling others is foremost among them. And I know I already read this, but I think as a little bit of a reminder, maybe. No, I just forgot that for a minute, and after I started reading, I forgot that I remembered that I already read it. Anyway. Hearing Hanako's shuffling, Lilly moves forward and feels out the side of the bed, eventually taking a seat beside her and taking Hanako's left hand in both of hers. The feeling of me being out of place when the two are together has lessened in the time that we've known each other, but it's still occasionally very much there. This is one of those times, I think. Lilly, if you want me to go... I don't want that. Lilly and I are both surprised at Hanako mustering her courage. A half-mumbled "okay" is all I can give her in reply, and I take her desk chair to sit in. Hanako, I'm afraid I have some bad news. So Lilly's going to break the news now. With Hanako having affirmed our relationship so clearly, perhaps Lilly thought the timing was good, or at least as good as it will ever be. My aunt has fallen ill, so I need to return to my family for a time. Concern replaces Hanako's remorseful expression. Your family? You mean in Scotland, right? That's right. Akira and I will be leaving Saturday. So you're going away? I won't be gone for long. Probably only a week or two. I'll be back before you know it, and Hiso will be here, right? That's right. I'm not going anywhere. Hanako seems to take only minor comfort in this. Oh god, the burn is so hard. But she does manage to summon some resolve from somewhere inside her. Is your aunt going to be alright? I am not sure. Silence falls. It's depressing that the thing to truly bring Hanako out of her rut is another's misfortune. I decide to bring up the other matter that brought us here, to distract at least in part from the dismal feeling permeating the room. Anyway, we were thinking that it would be a good idea to have a going away party for Lilly, and it could double as... yeah... Cut myself off before mentioning her birthday, as that seems to be a trigger for such fierce emotions within her. Lilly gives Hanako's hand a gentle squeeze. Is it alright by you, Hanako? It won't be anything lavish or overdone, just something small, in my room. So just in the school? Just us? That's right, just the three of us. If you like, I could ask Akira to come as well. Okay. You're only going for a week? 1 week or 2, yes. I promise you, it won't be any longer. Oh, this is always a hard promise to make. Oh, okay. Most people would be upset at hearing about a friend's family member falling ill and happy at having a party. But with Hanako, it seems that both events are on the same level. Alright then, you look like you need a rest, Hanako, so it might be best if we all went back to our rooms for now. You know that if you ever want anything, you can always talk to me or Hisa. Oh, I totally screwed that up. You know that if you ever want anything, you can always talk to me or Hiso, right? Lily's voice is pensive, an unusual edge for someone as confident in herself as she is. I understand. Thank you, Lily. Hiso. Well then, good night, Hanako. Night. I let out a long breath after the door closes behind us. It feels a little like I have been deep underwater and only now have been able to come up for air. Lily doesn't seem to be doing well either. She looks pale and drawn. Are you alright? I'm just a little tired. It's been hectic recently. Have you slept at all? A little tired sounds like an understatement, given how you look. I think I managed to get a couple hours of sleep before class. I'll be okay. I feel bad about pressing Lily right now. I think both of us are pretty tired from everything that's happened as well. I think you should get some rest. It's been a big day, and staying up isn't good for your complexion. Thank you for your concern, Hiso. Good night, then. Okay, night, Lily. I leave Lily in the hallway as she opens the door to her room and begin to make my way to my own. Oh god, the flashback already. As I walk down the quiet hallway, I can't get the image of Hanako out of my mind. Huddled and pitiable, lying helpless with tears on her cheeks, I began to think that she was just a normal, if extremely shy, person, but her problems run much deeper. Trying to take our relationship further than what we share now, when she is so fragile and vulnerable, wouldn't be right. I don't need to be more than her friend in order to protect her, to try and stop anything like this ever happening again. The possibility of my feelings for her going beyond that doesn't matter anymore. Hanako's precious to me, and that's why I can't take advantage of her. But even so, there's still that sting I feel when I think that way. For now, I need to sleep. Tomorrow, hopefully, will be a better day. Bro, a lot of build-up, a lot of tension. Oh god, this is already way harder than Amy. Well, I think at least. Hanako's more noticeable in her absence than when she is in the room. I feel her empty desk calling out for me. I find myself peering over my shoulder endlessly, hoping that I am hallucinating and that Hanako will magically appear. She makes sure she's as small a presence as possible when she attends class, and although she had been getting better recently, that fact never changed. Nobody ever pays her any heed in class, and now that she is not here, they don't notice her absence. It's as if she just never existed. Lily did say that her skipping class wasn't an unusual thing before I met her, but it's still very off-putting. The bells heralding the end of school make me jump in my seat. It's only now that I notice Misha's prodding me in the side with her mechanical pencil to get my attention. Hello? Is anybody there? Hey, stop that. Ah, there we are. Welcome back to Earth, Hik-chan. What are you talking about? You keep on dazing off into space. I was beginning to think that you might be trying to contact alien life. I really didn't get much sleep last night, so I don't doubt Misha's words. I'm not sure whether it was due to my medicines, Side effects? Hanako's panic attack yesterday, my worrying about her in general, or all three? I yawned tiredly before resting my chin in my palm, having been reminded of how badly I slept. Hey, are you really alright? Yesterday kinda rattled me as well. Yeah, I guess. I wanted to speak to Hanako again, though. Did you see her last night? Yeah, Lilly and I talked to her. This may sound a bit weird, but can you tell Shizune thank you from both me and Lilly? I know Lilly technically didn't thank Shizune, but I could tell by her reaction last night that she wanted to. At least that's how it works out in my head. Why is she... Oh, flustered? Angry. Wait, can we see that again in slow motion? I think what Shikchan is trying to say is, you're welcome. The furious signing at Shizune's reddened cheeks tell me that what she said was entirely different. A blatantly flustered expression is amusing enough to make me chuckle. What's so funny, Hikchan? Was it something we said? No, that's not it. I was simply thinking about how cute Shizune can be at times. You're right, Shikchan is really cute when she tries not to be. I notice that Misha decides not to sign her response to Shizune. Maybe Shizune's rage is enough of a counter to any quantity of cute. I wonder, I heard it now several times that you can get Shizune as well, but that it is the least favorite ending for the most of the Katawa Shoujo fanbase. I wonder why. Nevertheless, Shizune quickly calms down and signs something else to Misha. Oh, okay, Hikchan. Shikchan wants you to come and have dinner with us. Dinner, eh? Turning away from them a bit, lest I be swayed by their pleading smiles, I begin to mull it over. The invitation certainly is tempting. A takeaway dinner with two cute girls is not a bad thing after all. The thought of Hanako locked up in a room, though, keeps dancing on the edge of my mind. Sorry, I'll have to pass. Again, even though you ate the cake, all without me. Aww. Misha doesn't sign my response, but Shizune picks up on it easily enough and grimaces in disappointment. She moves her arms, assumedly beginning some form of either protest or coercion, but stops herself and taps Misha's shoulder twice. Once Misha gives Shizune her attention, the only statement Shizune has on the matter is a shrug. Oh well, it's your choice, Hikchan. I promise, I'll join you two another time, if that helps. Misha perks up at this, but Shizune doesn't share her reaction. With a flick of the head to signal for Misha to follow her away, Shizune simply raises her hand to silently wave me goodbye. As the two make their way out the door, I return the gesture until they are out of sight. I didn't think they would be so disappointed, and it makes me feel a little bad for ditching them. Still, I have things to do. Like what? The girls' dormitory is especially rowdy today, with a number of girls loudly playing games and watching the television in the common room on the first floor. I can hear their voices even now, standing in front of Hanako's door. It's an odd contrast to the emptiness of the floor she is on. The voices from below make the emptiness feel a little more lonely. I had hopes Hanako would be in class today, especially after the talk Lilly and I had with her last night, but I feel like I shouldn't hold it against her. It was a pretty awful episode, and to have experienced it firsthand must be all the worse. Is this her door? Not knowing what state she's in, I take a small breath before giving a few sharp knocks on her brown door. All I can do is stand and wait, doing my best not to feel anxious. As the seconds wear on, I begin to think she might be asleep and didn't hear me knocking. The door handle rattles a little before I can raise my hand to knock again, though. This art style looks a little bit different, but I like it. The door opens a sliver, an eye appearing in the gap only just large enough for it to peer through. I'm sure this girl would install a peephole in her dormitory door if only such a thing was allowed. I just stand and smile at her. I don't think words would really help here after all. The actors returns in kind, with Hanako wordlessly looking at me. The gap's not wide enough to see her expression, and I can only guess what she's thinking. Time passes as we look at each other. Oh god, this must be so awkward. The only sound being the disembodied... What's this word even? Gaiety? From the ground floor. Not sure how long it takes, but eventually the eye moves away. I keep wondering whether she let me in or shut me out until the door slowly begins to creak open. Now that I have a full view of her and her bedroom behind, the first thing I notice is that Hanako's hair is quite damp. She's recently showered, which is made even more obvious by the scent of shampoo wafting towards me. The look on her face seems one of curiosity, as if she's not really sure what to make of me. Even so, I'm not really all that sure of what she's thinking. The music is nice though, it's really calming, even though it still gives me a little bit of a shiver now and then. It feels as if she's gone away for a long time, and having now returned. Neither of us knows what to say to the other. Hanako realizes she's staring, looking away awkwardly, before turning to the side and gazing at her feet. I decide to take it as an invitation and step past her into the room, closing the door behind me as I do so. I can see her hands fiddling in the folds of the oversized gown that hangs from her shoulders. I try to concentrate on what I want to say, but the scent from her addles my senses. Oh god, what are those hard words? And I really want to know what addles means. Addle. I'm actually not that lazy. I mean, look at that. Well, you could say it's lazy, but this is all I gathered so far in my awful handwriting. So I actually looked up what the different words mean, so... To my surprise, it's not me, but Hanako that breaks the silence. Why? Because... why did I come here? I was worried about Hanako, so I came to her room. She let me in, and as I had hoped, and then what? What did I mean to do? What did I mean to say? Why didn't I think this through before coming here? Speak from your heart. I want to make up for what I feel. Wait, what? I want to make up for what I feel I caused, at least partly. I want to try and remove the distance I feel between us since then, and to see her happy. How can I do that when I don't know the first thing about her? Oh, that's really hard, but he's kinda right. I wonder if this is how Ivanako felt when she saw me lying in that sterile pastel blue hospital bed. Oh, the girl that wanted to confess to him, and then he got a heart attack. I am... A deep sigh steadies my nerves a little and ends my stammering. I don't think I've ever felt this nervous around someone before. I'm like this, I don't think I can lie. Even if I could bring myself to, Hanako would see through it right away. I don't know. I just wanted to see you, I guess. Look, she's blushing, that's so good. The finger stops moving, giving me a little surprise. Looking up to her face, she gives a sweet smile and a nod. That was a satisfactory answer for her? Well, sometimes it's the simple things that is all that is needed.
Since you're here, I'd like to play a game of chess with you.
Aww. I almost hang my head in disbelief that all she wants to do, after I've been winding myself up so much, is play a game. Looking at her face, though, a tentative smile perched upon it, I realized that this is more than that. She could have not bothered answering the door. She could have shut it as soon as she saw my face. She could have asked me to leave. She could have rejected me at many points, but she didn't. Now, with this calm face, she wants me to play the same game that we played when we first really spent time alone together. A feeling of relief washes over me. Everything will be alright. Hanako has let me into her world. As long as we can be together like this, I think everything will be alright. It would be my pleasure. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And the reason why I'm peeking over there is I'm upgrading my laptop to Windows 10 now. By the way, even though maybe it doesn't even interest you, on my gaming PC, I have now 2 Windows versions, Windows 7 and Windows 10. So if there's ever the need to use DirectX 12 or something like that, I can just switch to another system. But I think that's not really important right now. So I really want to keep Windows 7. I didn't like Windows 8, so I have a system now that has Windows 7 and Windows 10. So I think that's a good compromise. And I can't believe I'm still talking about this shit. Okay. Totally breaking the mood here, didn't I? The day of Hanako's birthday party is finally here. To be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing Hanako and Lilly in their pajamas again. Yeah, that's a sight to behold, I guess. Hanako's gown has grown on me. It's looking rather cute, though a bit conservative, and Lily's shorts and thin silken top are a lovely combination. But the event is stained a little with the memory of Hanako's reaction to it. I still don't really understand what happened, only being able to vaguely guess at the possible reasons for it, but I don't think finding the answer will be as straightforward as asking her. With that in mind, I knock on the door next to Hanako's.
Is that you, Hiso?
Yeah, it's me. I can hear the pitter-patter of footsteps coming to the door, followed by the sound of the lock snapping open. I don't think I've ever seen Lily's door locked before, and it makes me a little suspicious. Once the door opens, the sight is a little underwhelming for a birthday party. Well, it's the same picture as before. I mean, why not? Hanako returns to her seat at the table with a quick smile and a nod, leaving me to close and, assuming they wanted it to be kept that way, lock the door. As I do so, I realize that the scene before me is that of an evening tea party, just like any other between the two. Somehow I don't think I should be surprised. To my relief, Hanako looks relatively calm. The break from class has probably done her good and given her time to wind down a bit. I take a seat between the two at the low table in the center of Lily's room, the brightly colored teapot steaming away between us. A tall brown bag close by Lily's side catches my attention. I covertly try to glance inside it a couple of times, but can't get a good look from here. Looking to Hanako, it seems like she's as curious about it as I am. Hey, Lily! Lily finishes off the teacup, raised to her lips before setting it down and giving me her attention.
Yes?
I was just wondering about that brown bag. She pauses for a moment, then gives a slightly cheeky smile.
It would be Akira's present. Unfortunately, she said she was working and can't join us.
Aw, I really would like to meet her. Lily leans over and feels out the item inside before raising her arm. I raise an eyebrow as two items, not one, rise from the bag. The glass snacks are grasped by Lily on either side of her middle finger, so this is why she had her door locked. Wait, what? Grasped by Lily on either side of her middle finger, so why? I don't get why this was locked. Can someone explain? Oh! Oh, it's alcohol! Of course! Alcohol is forbidden on the school! Great! Yeah, let's get... No. No, I'm not that kind of guy. Don't get the wrong expression. And he isn't the one who brought the wine there. It's them. It's not my fault. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even try that. I mean, whatever. Don't judge me. Well, maybe a little bit, but I'm not really not that kind of guy. Wine. There are two small thuds as the bottles are brought to rest on the table. One wet, one white. I want to believe that it's fake, non-alcoholic wine, but if it was, there wouldn't be any need to be this circumspect. Alcohol? Seriously? Are you sure this is a good idea? Or don't be a little wuss-he-so. Lily smiles politely and giggles. I'm not really convinced that she is.
This would be the present for my sister. I know it's a bit questionable, but a little shouldn't hurt.
If Lily took serious issue with it, I don't think she'd have agreed quite so easily. That aside, I had Akira squared as the serious and responsible type. Maybe like an older Lily, but it's looked like I was wrong. We aren't even legally able to drink yet. Wait. I thought this novel was that all the characters are 18 plus. Are you in Japan not an adult up until 21 like in America? Is it really like in America that you only really an adult after you reach the age of 21? I mean, I played this game under the impression that all of them are 18 plus, and I'm going astray of that. They are all 18 plus, so otherwise I would be in huge, well, maybe in a little trouble for the Emi playthrough, but no, they are all 18 plus. Maybe they are just picky about alcohol. Well, in that case, I won't complain. They don't look bad either. I'm no connoisseur, but at least the bottles look nice. Oh yeah, and the thing about wine, one wine being better than the other, is total rubbish and bullshit. I mean, if you know the show Adam Ruins Everything, look that up and what he says about wine, and then you know what I mean. But you don't need to be a connoisseur to really enjoy a certain type of wine. Even cheap wine can be really tasteful, and cheap in quotations. Apart from a surreptitious glass of wine or two given for my father at family dinners, I haven't really had enough to know what's what. That, and I can't really say that I'm a total straight edge. Going by Hanako's expression, she's thinking the same, and it's her birthday anyway. So it is kinda special.
Shall I open one?
Sure, I get... Uh-oh. Sure, I get... Wait, what? I get some, okay. My heart skips as I hear 3 sharp bangs coming from Lilly's door. Hanako's head flicks around and Lily's eyes close as she listens intently. None of us want to be busted for this.
Who is it?
Let me in, I'm cold. Lily lets out a resigned sigh before motioning for Hanako to open the door. Who's out there? Is her sister coming after all? She obediently gets up and fusses with her gown before moving, apparently still not quite sure of who it is, but trusting enough in Lily to do as she requests. I can just see a blonde, dark-suited figure become visible over Hanako's shoulder as she opens the door.
Happy birthday, Hanako! Thank you, Akira.
It is her sister! We're going to see her! I thought she can't come! Hanako gives a small bow while twiddling her fingers in front of her. So this is Lily's elusive sister. What the? She looks like a dude! Not that there's... I have expected so much, and then this comes around. It's a nice, it's a nice haircut. I am not denying. This is not what I expected at all. She looks like a dude. And I'm only saying this because this is a little bit, a little bit rounder here and there, and dude faces look a little bit more edged, and she looks more edgy like a dude. This is marvelous. You got me good there. I haven't expected, and whoa, those wet eyes. Akira follows Hanako to the table after shutting the door behind her, giving me plenty of time to have a good look at her. She looks to be about the same height as Hanako and has short blonde hair that's quite roughly cut. That, in addition to her rather modest breasts, masculine suit, and deep voice, gives her quite an androgynous effect. Oh, thank God I'm not the only one who thought that. I mean, it was intended to look like that. Okay. Yeah, but that he pointed out the breast size, I'm shocked a little. You're not pointing something like that out. Oh. Okay. You know what? I'm over schedule already, so I think this is as good of a spot as any to end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Stay tuned.